What's up, Dreamer Tribe? What's up, world? I am Bianca, and welcome once again to another Let's Play of Moonlighter. So, like the previous episode of this Let's Play, or VM Plays, I have upgraded a couple of things as, you know, the cameras weren't rolling. And as you guys can see, I now have 3 treasure chests where we can put the loot that we obtain from the dungeons, as well as a larger shop. And I've actually, I think, dove into the second dungeon, the forest dungeon, I think 5 times already. So I kind of got a vague idea of how much progress we might be able to make in this episode. So I'm hoping that we would be able to defeat the second boss of this game from the second dungeon, which is the forest dungeon. But again, before that, let me just show you guys the upgrades that I have bought for the shop. So as you can see, I already got the shop level 1 upgrade, cheap sale box, the iron cash register, and the second upgrade for the bed, turning it into a king's bed and giving us 100 extra life points, and the small chest, which is why we got an extra chest to place our loot in. Similarly, I've also upgraded our equipment, so I now have Venom Twin Gloves, Hero's Bow 2, Fabric Bandana 2, Fabric Chestplate 2+, Fabric Boots 2, and now HP Potion 2, because the enemies in the second dungeon are a lot stronger than the first dungeon, and using the basic potion that we could obtain like anywhere in the first dungeon, that doesn't cut it anymore. Doesn't really help much. So anyway, I'm not gonna go and as you guys can also see, I now have just 314 gold because of all the upgrades that I did. So yeah, I'm not gonna go into the shop. We're diving right into this second dungeon, and let's see how well we could do for our first run this evening. So as you can see, new enemies. I lost the defense thingy that is part of the king's bed. Also, I've learned quite a lot of new things just from playing this game repeatedly, like secrets that the game doesn't really outright tell you during tutorials. You can only find these secrets by reading what happened? By reading the why can I I'm having trouble punching even though I'm pressing the correct buttons. Oh, come on. So yeah, you can actually learn a lot of things from the books and the other what do you call this, parchments that are scattered around the dungeons. So I'm not really sure what's wrong with my A button. Not register the attacks I was trying to dish out during that battle. So one of the things that I have learned as I was playing this on and off, because like I said, I'm also playing Dragon Quest 11. And I also got Tales of Vesperia, so there's that. So one of the things that I learned from this game is that there are certain patterns to the dungeons that sort of remain the same regardless of which dungeon you are in at the moment. Like for example, the spring, the healing spring, it only appears when you're close to the end of a dungeon's floor, and also there is a sparkly spot right before the boss battle where you can find an empty treasure chest and you can put your items in there so that you will get free inventory spaces. So we'll see if we can find that in this run we have right here. There's been a recent discovery that will change the game as we know it. These curious pendants have been uncovered inside the dungeons. I just recently found one myself. It's quite a fascinating piece. Instead of fainting and losing most of your items in escaping the dungeon, one may actually insert gold into this pendant. The result is a portal transporting you back to town. No longer must one risk life and limb in these dungeons. Some of the more burly adventurers, or heroes as they like to be called, seem to frown upon the use of these pendants. I mean, yeah, what's the point if you don't get a scar? Am I right? So yeah, that's not really anything new. Now, we didn't really learn anything new in that. We already know that pendants came from these dungeons, and that they have a power to transport the user safely back to town. So again, nothing new from that. Oh, wait, no. I didn't mean to do that. Yes. Heal, because I don't know how far. This is actually the first time I encountered this enemy so close to, like in just the first floor. I usually encountered those, Tum looking enemies deeper, I think, around floor, around like the last floor, and very rarely at that, so it's kind of a surprise that we encountered that right off the bat in the first floor. We have yet to discover the perpetrator who, as of a year ago, destroyed several of our experiments. Now much of our research materials are disappearing on a daily basis. So I still have no idea. And now we also have a more annoying version of the slime enemy. I was hoping that would hit. There we go. So yeah, I think we better heal up first, because we don't want to die and lose all of our loot. Oh, I was looking at the Stream Labs window. Really paying much attention. Also, the cool thing about this upgraded version of the gloves is that it now has the ability to poison enemies, and that makes things easier for us, especially if we ended up actually poisoning an enemy. That was actually the first time that I saw the gloves work in regards to, you know, as I've said, poisoning the enemy. Oh my gosh. Second time at that. Let's see. I wish we could take these with us. Well, I guess we can if we... Like, I made a decision that I will not bring back items that cost less when we sell them in the shop. Except these venom jelly, they're important as well, and the empowering crystals, because we need those to enhance our equipment. We can say goodbye to this. So I'm just gonna go in. So if you guys are interested in the price of these items that I have found, you can, pause the video so that you'll see how much you could sell them for in your own playthroughs if you plan on doing your own playthroughs of this game. Oh my god, I don't want... I'm gonna lose a chest. Oh no, I didn't, but I may have to find that healing spring pretty soon. Let's exchange these, because I want this. I'm taking this back. I'm not really sure how much some of the items cost, or how much I could sell them for. But as I've said, I'm keeping the items that sell for a lot more. Except the training sword, because I still haven't found perfect price for it. Also, that bulb thing there, I need that for an upgrade. This dungeon feels like it's a much easier dungeon. It's complete than, the first dungeon we've explored, and I think it's because... What are you doing? It's because I now have a good grasp of the game. I'm not saying that I completely mastered it, I haven't yet. As you guys can see, I'm still struggling on a couple of things. But yeah, this seems like a good run, as long as you don't end up making that many mistakes. Patterns. Oh yeah, so this is the book entry that I was talking about before. These dungeons do indeed have patterns. You may think they are random, you may even think they are chaotic, but no, they are actually quite the opposite. There is reason and repetition, some sort of divine guide, a template of sorts followed every time the dungeon rebuilds itself. For instance, we all know there are 3 floors to a dungeon, but have you noticed how this healing hot spring appears on every floor, and how it always appears on the path towards the next floor? Placed not only to assist and heal, but also guide. These dungeons basically want you to find the treasure. So that's one of those entries. There's another one that talks about the 3rd floor sparkle that I was talking about earlier as well. I've seen this thing. How could I miss? There we go. Nailed it. on the next dungeon, I suppose, that we will be entering. I want to get those. Mainly to decide which items to leave behind. No, wait. I need to find out. Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm gonna convert the mushroom into money as well as that pollen thing. So I hope we get to the 3rd floor because I really need to send some of or all of the items we have on our inventory back to the shops so we can free our own inventory space. I feel like I'm taking damage on purpose just so that when we find the healing spring I could actually, you know, make use of it instead of feel like I made a mistake in using the let's just sell these. I actually forgot to sell the other items from the other treasure chest that we passed on our way here. But I don't feel like going back just so I can do that. Again, the poison of the gloves, pretty useful. Oh, thank you. Healing items. So I guess we can use that so we can get that one. Even though I feel like we're getting close to the healing spring. This is fine. I still feel like we're making great progress. Although now we have to worry about the monster appearing. Here we go, healing spring. Just in time before the monster appears. Let's read this. We still don't know who is causing this grief. Some parts of our experimental forest continue to disappear, replaced with wrecked Vians, occasionally covered in green slime. So yeah, we're learning more and more of the story as we go along. And yeah, there is the monster. Quickly escape. Like, I keep forgetting that there actually is no point in trying to defeat all the monsters because we really don't get experience points, and if we already have like a full inventory, then it really is quite pointless. Oh, that log. There we go. Let's see, what do we want to do? This. And send this one back to the shop. Where else? Sell these. So yeah, we need to, oh shoot, we need to keep an eye on crab. Not on crab. Like, I'm not interested in, oh gosh. eye on that sparkly thing. Like it doesn't feel like my upgraded things, I mean inventory doing anything. Like it feels as though I'm still getting badly beaten by what I would consider as the normal enemies of this game, not these game. It's just one game. Maybe I don't need the old bulb that much. I'm just gonna sell these two items, and yeah, move that over there so it doesn't change any of the items. Oh, that thing. I'm in trouble. I haven't noticed if there are any sparkles because I'm now focused on trying to survive. And we forgot to move. Oh, we can no longer move it. So we'll just sell the excess so we can get other items. I'm not gonna bother. So yeah, it's the same note, or the same page of Pete's journal. I think that's what it is. I think Pete, I'm not sure if it was, oh crap, no. Ay. So yeah, let's get out of the dungeon. I still think we did a good run, but yeah, we're gonna have to do. I would have to, do better. Because oh my god, I hate those poison spores. That's one of the things that I don't like about this forest dungeon. That and the Tsum looking enemy, and also the poisonous slimes. So yeah, as you guys can see, I also got like a lot of books. So the forest history book is from the forest dungeon, and there are times when you'll find a sparkly spot, and if you drop down there, you'll see a pedestal with this book on it, so you can just grab that. So yeah, I found them 4 out of the 5 times I made that dungeon run. I'm tempted to take the HP potion 3, but I don't want to at the same time because I might find it more useful in the later dungeons. So where are my other items? Oh, I'm also like separating where I put like the items on the chest, because, well, for no reason really. So yeah, I'm leaving that 350. I'm leaving that at that price as well. And let's see, I'll just put these items here, and let's buy ourselves a couple of potions and try our hand at the forest dungeon once more. See, I think I'll just bring 5. And just be, you know, careful this time around. First time I found this room, the room for the preview for the next dungeon. I'm selling this one. So the first time out I found this, I had a hard time because I had the same weapons that I did back during the first dungeon, so they were pretty weak. And they really didn't do much damage to those rock enemies. The only time that I found those enemies much easier to deal with was when I finally upgraded my weapons to these ones that I've been using. And that's the reason why I love the bow so much, is because not only does the beast special pass through whatever obstacle may be keeping you away from the enemy or keeping the enemy away from you, but it can also sort of do that little part, and I feel like it has a semi-homing thing going for it, and it can hit multiple enemies if they are aligned properly. There has been a recent discovery that will change the game. I think we've read this. Yeah, we already read this. I thought this was, as the note began with, a new discovery. But it's not. So there's an NPC in town that says that maybe Pete is still alive, and that got me thinking that what if that is the case? Wouldn't that be something? But then who was that? Who was that skeleton? Who did it belong to that we found at one of the rooms in the first floor of the first dungeon? Will give us. So yeah, this is the pedestal I was talking about that has the forest books. So what could we well, I didn't notice we already have a stack of 10 for life fluid. So yeah, now we have to hurry and find. Yeah, I'm not sure which way will lead us to. Oh great. Quickly. Like, the music adds to the urgency. Yeah, but even if we really need to hurry up and escape, like, I'm still gonna go and try to get the treasure chests. Contents of the chests is what I mean. It's what I mean. Yeah, I'm giving up on the petals. They don't really sell for that much, and I need the rich jelly more than I do the petals. very close because oh shit. Yeah. Oh, bye-bye now, monster. So I still don't know how we can beat that monster thing, or even if we could beat it. I haven't attempted to go toe to toe with it. Again, after the first few times that I tried, thinking that maybe I could beat it now. You know, early on in the game. Like, in my personal save file is what I mean. Okay. So, let's go. We found the healing spring, or healing, yeah, spring. We just have to find a sparkly place that will help us transport our items. And shoot, I really hate stupid slime. So annoying. Okay, am I hitting the enemy twice? How is that possible? Like, I was about to say that if you guys see a sparkle, let me know. And I remember that, nope, this isn't. Oh, this isn't a live stream. It would be far too late to know if you guys saw sparkle. When you guys watch this video. It's all in this one. So, in my personal save file, I haven't actually reached the boss yet, so I have no idea what's waiting for us at the end of this floor. Because I can't be bothered to think about what to do with them at the moment. Right. Okay, it's the same. We've already read this. We've encountered it twice already. I just wish that we could just, as I've said in the previous episode, that we could just take the notes so that we don't keep on finding them. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that was close. Good job, me. Okay. Also, we tried buying a microphone, like a condenser microphone, this past weekend. I was about to buy it, but the microphone that I was looking for, or that I had planned to buy, it was out of stock in the only store here in the Philippines that sell it. So yeah, tough luck. Oh, I didn't mean to use that. I just wasted a potion. I'm not happy about that. What else have I really don't get why the monster now appears quicker. Also, now I'm wondering if we would have to fight against the boss with the monster around. Not cool. Definitely not cool. You know. So yeah, let's see if we can defeat this boss and we don't chicken out. Because I really want to finish this dungeon today. me. That on got ain't letting you touch me. And how long's that? That was a projectile. The gauntlets, because again, that is the faster method of attacking. But at the same time, that would bring me up close and personal to this monster, and I feel like that's an invitation for trouble. Especially since I'm being so patient right now in dealing with this monster. Yes! Did it! First time too, first try. Oh my gosh. So now we got a second key. Woo! And also we're out of space. I'm not sure how we'll be able to. We would have to give up. I'm not sure why I'm breathing hard because of that, but man. Alright, so I don't really need that. 2,000 gold. Not throwing that away. 400. Yeah, it sells for cheap, so whew. Like, I want to be able to complete a dungeon without feeling like I just ran a marathon. I thought I disposed the wrong item. Yeah, let's give that up. Oh, there it is. I was wondering why we were just given one of those seeds when we obtained like 3 from the golem. Let's see what's inside. Huh. Let's get that up so we can get this. Whew. Oh boy. So I'm not sure what to expect for the 3rd dungeon, but probably a lot harder than this one. So we defeated 94 enemies, obtained or opened 12 treasure chests, and got a plethora of items, and also defeated the boss. First time meeting the boss, and I think we did well, even though we were close to again losing against a boss. So yeah, now we have opened 2 of the locks, and what would old man say? Our biggest fan, Xenon. Boy, you defeated the Golem King and now the Forest Guardian? You risk too much. Pushing me to a heart attack is what you are doing. Your grandfather would be worried sick if he was still around. I don't think he would be. I think he would be excited. I mean, based on writings, Pete seems like an adventurous sort, and if he like ventured into those dungeons, and based again from the notes that we've read, he didn't really want to leave until he figured out what the mystery behind these dungeons are. I don't think that he would be worried, right? I mean, just a little bit worried, but he would know what comes with the territory of being an adventurer, spelunking around dungeons and trying to, you know, bring to light the mysteries of the dungeon. And also, how are we supposed to run Moonlighter if we're not allowed to go inside the dungeons? Like, I don't feel like, you know, our character, whose name eludes me right now, is like doing the boss fighting on purpose. Like, we didn't really know where the boss was, so I think it's more of an accident that we run across these bosses. So yeah, worried and unreasonably, yeah, he understands. I can just hear him. My grandson, a merchant that slays guardians. Can you believe that? I don't think anyone will be able to believe that. That man as stressful as you. At the request of the town, I am to inform you the desert dungeon is now open to all. Fools, we closed these dungeons for a reason. Additionally, there should be a new shop expansions on the town board. Hopefully that will keep you busy away from any further guardians. Moonlighter is starting to look like its old busy self though. Well, not really, we only like upgraded the shop once. We still have a lot of shop upgrades to do. But yeah, it's interesting that Vian says that they were the ones who closed off the dungeons. So why did they do that? Let's see what we've unlocked. Since I will be stopping right here, we'll continue this in the next episode of Vian Plays Moonlighter, but let's just see what it is we actually, so we're just allowed to like upgrade to the 2nd level of the shop. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah, that's all the time we have for now. So I'm pretty proud of myself for having defeated so yeah, 2 of the 4 dungeons now completed. So as I was saying, I'm pretty proud of myself for having beaten the Forest Guardian boss the first time I tried it, and using a sort of cowardly tactic of staying away and just using the bow and the arrow. But yeah, that's all the time we have for today. So again, if you like this video, don't forget to, well, click the thumbs up button to let me know, and also to let me know how interested you are in this Let's Play. So the next Let's Play episode is going to again be of Tales of Vesperia. I'm doing that game as well as this, like interchanging them. Also, I've downloaded, I just realized I'm pointing at my TV for PlayStation 4, but it's turned off. But yeah, I've downloaded what do you call this? 2 demos from the PlayStation Network store, and that is of course the one-shot demo for Resident Evil 2, which is a game that I am looking forward to, and that I have never played the original PlayStation game before. Like, I think it's the only Resident Evil game that, oh no, it's one of the 2 Resident Evil games I have never played before. 2 and 4, those are 2 Resident Evil games I have never played before, so I'm going to be playing that as well. And then the second demo is God Eater 3, another series that I am fond of. Like, that is Monster Hunter for me. I love that more than I do Monster Hunter, although I am learning to love Monster Hunter because of Monster Hunter World, which is my entry to the series. So yeah, I'll be doing a quick play of those 2 demos. Quick play because they are just demos, so I'll see if I can finish Resident Evil 2's one-shot demo. We'll see. So I'll be posting that maybe tomorrow. I'm not really sure, but it's within this week. And also a sort of thought video for one anime that I have watched recently. I'm not gonna go and talk or tell you guys much about it right now, but I am planning on making a video for that. So there's that. But yeah, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you all for watching. To our new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. You guys are awesome. And if you haven't subscribed yet, and you enjoyed this content, and you checked my channel out and found that you also like the other content I have there, then feel free to click on the subscribe button and become part of our Dreamer Tribe. And if you want to get notified whenever new videos come out, then just hit the bell icon to be a part of our notification squad. So yeah, that's all for today. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. So you guys know the drill. Until then, dream on, fly on. Bye bye.